If you plan on going to get yourself a mail order bride or husband, don't count on that marriage or that love lasting. It's not that all foreigners are out to try to get citizenship, green cards, passports, visas, whatever, but quite a few of them really are out for that.
Welcome back to More to Life. I have another one for you today. This one is a woman. Another one hating on Passport Bros. Guys, before I get into it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to click your notification bell to be sure you get my videos as soon as I release them. Let's hop right into it.
Okay. So, it has come to my attention that some of you men and some of you women, but this is mostly addressing the men, you think you're going to grab your passports and go explore your options for love and marriage overseas. Let me tell you something. Unless you plan on living full-time overseas and you ain't coming back, let me tell you, if you plan on going to get yourself a mail order bride or husband, okay, you plan to go overseas and get you somebody and bring them back here and you're going to live your life here, let me tell you something. Don't count on that marriage or that love lasting any longer than that person getting their visa, their green card, and their citizenship. Okay? Speaking from experience and from also knowing others who have married foreigners, it's not that all foreigners are out to try to get citizenship, green cards, passports, visas, whatever, but quite a few of them really are out for that, okay, if they are dealing with you as an American. It's not that they're not going to show you love and treat you how you want to be treated. They will, until they get here, they get Americanized, and they get exactly what they want, which is a better life and their legal right to be here without needing you.
Talking to me? Who do you think you're talking to?
And at some point, unless you are, I don't know, controlling them and forcing them to not get their stuff, locking them in the basement or something, which is illegal and, a crime, you're not going to stop them from pursuing or getting their legal paperwork or documents, because they're not going to be able to continue to be here without them having a legal reason to be here, which is being married to you, or they have to have a work visa, a school visa, something, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe they are a refugee and they have the right to be here for that reason.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Under the law. So, please stop kidding yourselves that you're going to escape your fate, which is to do better, become a better person, and then search for the good people that match you. Go to God for who you want, and then be patient enough to wait, but do the work.
See, they want guys to do. You heard what she said at the end? Go to God for it. It sounds like what women do when they say, oh, God is going to find me a man, right? Why would guys do that when we have women saying that God is going to find me a man? But you know why they say God is going to find me a man? When they say God is going to find me a man, they're talking about God is going to find me that 6 foot, 100,000 making 6 other things, right? Man, to take care of me and allow me to live in Disney World. Men don't live in Disney World. Men live and thrive off of logical thinking, right? So the logical thing to do is to say, you know what? I'm going to go where I'm wanted, right? Now, what she's saying, making up a big story, making up another woman, making up a 90-day fiance story. You know, oh, you're gonna go out, you're gonna go there, and a woman's just gonna. How are you gonna have a woman here and she doesn't have her paperwork? Like, why would a guy bring a woman back and she can't get her paperwork? Why would he marry her and bring her back to the States and not want her to process her paperwork? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't think she even thought about what she was saying. It's just getting ridiculous. It's like you sat there for 2 minutes saying, oh, you know, you're going to do this. You think a woman's not going to. Of course a guy knows a woman's going to do that. If he's bringing her back to the States and he's marrying her, of course he's bringing her back to get her paperwork. Like, what was the whole point of even saying that? Quote, love journey's a lie? No. It's a lie what you're telling guys to do. You're trying to give guys love advice that a woman would do. That's love advice for a woman. Because it doesn't make any sense to just go, and I believe in God wholeheartedly, right? But I would never tell another man what you just told him. I would never do that. You know what I would tell a man? I would tell a man to go ahead and get his passport, because that's his only chance. If a man is going to go with God, to get a woman that's going to go along with his journey. Because believe it or not, when she said go with God, right? A woman is supposed to be by a man's side, right? There's a reason why it says you leave your mother and father, same thing with her, and you cleave together. You cleave together. What that means by cleaving together is that a woman is going to be with the man and go with his plan, and him as well with her, right? The woman get the submission thing all confused and say, I'm not signing up for it. But guys, we're getting close to the end. Since she's mentioning God, we're getting close to the end, because the women are totally against the men, and the men are not really against the women. Men are just searching other places, and it's really getting horrible out here to where women are trying to give guys advice. Her in this video. In the last video, a woman said, oh, you know, be careful when you travel overseas. Every woman is trying to give a guy advice, and the advice is totally wrong. It's like those situations when if a woman is in a relationship with a man and she has a single friend, she shouldn't be around those single friends. You want to know why? Because those single friends give advice like this lady here, right? That single friend will give you advice, and you go into a club with these women who are single around guys. And I think if a guy has a woman, even in the States, right, and she's always going out to the club, you need to watch out. Because that woman could be going to the club and getting busy, you know? And that's just facts. And guys, all of this advice of women trying to give guys advice, it needs to stop. I'll tell you this, guys. I've been out of the country for 7 years, okay? I've been happy, all right? Like what she's saying, I haven't gone back. Will I bring my wife back someday? Yeah, right? Because I know my situation. And there's a lot of guys that have the woman back, and it's not exactly like what she's saying, right? There's a lot of guys that get women back, and it's no issues. So I don't know, these women, everything is like the worst to them. 90-day fiance, the worst situation. She just wants the papers. It's not like that how women claim it to be. It's not. So with all that being said, guys, I don't know what's going on with women thinking they know every situation in the world. Only thing I do know is definitely more to life than what's happening in the West. And guys, go get your passport. It's about time you do. Go out and see the world, travel, and experience it. Because when you get out and actually experience it and see what it's like and see how women won't reject you with no cause, because that's what happens in the West, you'll see the difference. I'm happy I made that choice.